All right, guys, welcome back to the Suicide Prevention Punchline. This is the after show. Our guest is Erik Escobar. That's Erik with a K.
Hello. Hello.
He's
Hello.
proudly reporting from the 310 area code. Is that
The 310, the 90247, the GARDENA, comma CALI, California. How do you spell just one? Yeah. Okay. Hey, yeah. What's up? It's me. I'm here. What's going on?
You can stop at Cali. We do that.
So you used to be a clown. Did you go to clown college in Florida with Ringling Brothers?
I did not go to clown college. I am a independent, self-produced clown. All right, learned it on the streets. I actually started out as a balloon artist when I was in like 6th, 7th grade. So I would actually hustle up work when I was like 14 years old, 13 years old as a balloon artist. And eventually I realized, like, oh, if I just do this balloon artist thing dressed up as a clown, I could make more money because I'm a 15-year-old and people love child clowns. That's a big market, right? So I started doing that. And I still do it, actually. I haven't done it probably for a year or so, but I used to actually, up until a couple of years back, I would say every once in a while I would get hired out for a party and I'd be like, oh, do you want me to be a stand-up comedian, a host, an MC? They're like, no, can you do the clown thing? I'm like, all right, let's bust out the 4-year-old face paint. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how much is the gig? How much is it? All right, cool. I'll do it. I'll do whatever you want. That's fine.
So things haven't changed since then. How much is it? $20? I'm there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
you're gonna throw in 1/4 of a birthday cake that wasn't eaten? All right, let's do it.
Speaking of confections, there used to be a gig at a Marie Callenders in
Valencia.
Yeah, and Randy Lubis booked it. He's the
JR's Comedy Club. It was in the back room. They gave you a free pie if you performed.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, they gave you free pie.
Right below Six Flags.
Yeah. Is it still there, or is that...
The Marie Callenders is gone, but I think the room is still there. I don't know if they're doing the room like in the back of Polly's Pies now, but maybe back of a Sherry's. But I know the room still exists. It's just no longer the same very fancy, very lemon meringue filled Marie Callenders.
Have you done the Ventura comedy competition? Have you?
So I've never done the Ventura comedy competition, but I have done the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club, which is where they hold it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful club. It's a great club. It's a weird club because
lots of old people.
Yeah. Like typically when you think of a club, you think people, their 20s, 30s, 40s going out, they're drinking, they're a little rowdy, they're having a good time, bachelorette party over there, birthday party over there. But no, Ventura Harbor Comedy Club's a little more, oh, hello, all of you are, okay, this is a 5 p.m. show. What's going on? You know what I mean? Like a little more wisdom in those crowds.
Yeah, it's I played that room actually. I told Daniel
Zambrano?
Yeah, that I opened up for George Lopez there.
No way!
Back in the day, yeah. It was Hornblowers or something. Mm-hmm. And it is a great but an unusual comedy club. You are correct. So
it's beautiful on the drive there because if you go up the 101, you can see the whole coast and the water. It is the scariest drive in the world going back because it's a cliff on one side and you up against a mountain on the other. So I like it, but I will definitely carpool with a feature or an MC next time.
So have you done the San Francisco comedy competition by any chance?
I haven't done the, what do they call it, the SFCC? One of those?
Yeah.
So I haven't done that, but I used to live actually in the Bay Area, so I'm familiar with it. I know the Bay Area scene really well. And it's weird, a lot of the work I get is in the Northwest area, and I'm always at the Comedy Underground over in Pioneer Square. And they have the Seattle International Comedy Competition, and they're like buddies, right? Like, don't they produce the same festival? So all the SF guys who win, they'll come up and do a weekend at the Underground. I'll meet them there. And all the Seattle guys I know, they'll randomly be in California because they're like, oh, I'm doing the San Francisco competition.
Yeah, the Underground was one of the first clubs I played when I went on the road. And
John Fox.
Yeah, and it's in Pioneer Square. And I said, I think my opening line one night, because it's downtown near all the social services, lots of panhandlers. Yes. So I said to the audience, nice to be here in Pioneer Square. Is it my imagination or aren't most of the pioneers drunk and unemployed? I'm just asking.
It's a trip of a club because they have headshots going back to the 80s in there. So there's right on the wall, there's a picture of like a clean cut Gabriel Rutledge. And now he's with a beard, his long hair. there's like a Kermit Apio when he's like 20. We just talked about Kermit. I'm like, this is not the Kermit I know. What's going on? So yeah, I got a lot of love for that club. It's a funky club. It's a funky club, but I love it.
Well, my picture's up there somewhere because I was there. I started day after Christmas '85, and that's one of the first places I played that in Giggles, which used to be across town, Seattle.
So Giggles was in its location, and then the owners moved to I think Kirkland, and they opened up a new club called Laughs. And then Giggles was just an empty building because they moved, so they changed the G to a J, and it became Jiggles, a strip club.
Strip club, that's correct. I remember that.
So Giggles turned to Jiggles, and then Laughs moved back into where Jiggles was, but they didn't really change much of the interior. So I actually just worked Laughs within the last couple months, and it looks like a comedy club, but if you knew it was a strip club, you're like, this is for sure a VIP booth over here. People definitely got laughed at, because it still looks like a strip club. They never really, they just changed it and put a stage in and stuff. Or I should say they kept the stage, took out a pole.
Yeah. And I back in the day, by the way, they used to put comics into strip clubs in between the dancers. The Comedy Zone used to book a bunch of them in the South, where you go up after one of the young ladies and try to get their attention. And,
maybe this is the female comedian. Show us your tits.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see mine? Come on, please. I have some merch. I was in San Francisco. This is probably about 3-4 years back, but I submitted to this guy who was running shows, and then out of nowhere he was like, oh, I have this other one-nighter, do you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I would love to do this one-nighter, it's going to be great, it's going to be awesome. I get there, it's in the Tenderloin at a strip club.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, oh, what is this show going to be like? This has got to be absolutely insane, it's going to be crazy. And I went up there, and all I did was do jokes while the girls who weren't dancing were now just going to people, talking to them, asking if they wanted like dances or anything like that. And it was the weirdest experience of my life because no one was paying attention. They didn't hate me. They didn't love me. You were just talking as you just watched women talk to men and ask for money. It was the weirdest experience of my life.
Yeah, they're not really there for the comedy. It's not really.
They're not. They're there for something a little different.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Talk about a hard set. Am I right?
Thank you very much. And on that happy note, we'll close with the DICK joke. As most comics should. If you're going to have a joke like that, you should close with that. Well, Erik, tell us one more time how to get in touch with you. If this will be the show notes, of course.
Totally. You can see me at Erik Escobar on Instagram. Visit my website at Erik Escobar Comedy.
With a K.
Erik with a K.
Erik with a K. Yeah. Other than that, just just search my name. If you look up Erik Escobar, you'll find me, a wrestler from the 90s, and a guy who passed away who I get tagged in for a lot on the memorial date of his death or birthday. So I'm not the dead guy. I'm not the wrestler, but I'm this guy right here. So check me out.
Although we've all died, haven't we, Erik? At some point in our career?
Yes. Amen. I've died. I've killed, but I've also died probably more than I've killed. So
yeah,
hurrah, hurrah, go comedy.
Yeah, some terrorist somewhere once said, because I used to do a lot of topical jokes. He goes, you don't understand. You can only die once. I'm thinking, guy never did stand up. No, that's not. You can die more than once. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Erik, thanks for being on. You're our fourth guest for this many, and we're delighted. Thanks for being patient with us. Zara, we will see you next week on the podcast.
Bye.
Thank you, friends. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
See you guys.
See ya.
Okay, Z.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Erik. You did a great job.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna head off, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you so much. When it gets released, just send it over to me, and I'll be sure to blast it out, get you guys some views.